What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and we are here today for the game between Norway and the Netherlands. For World Cup qualifiers, we have a couple Dortmund boys going on against each other in Erling, Haaland, and of course, Donyell, Malen. And I'm pretty excited for it, man. I'm pretty excited. We got the lineup on for you guys today. Hopefully, this will all go well. Wi-Fi's been a little spotty today, guys. So if you see the stream not acting very nicely, that is the number one reason why. But it should be fun nonetheless. And already, pretty closely in this watch-along, we've gained a member. Just like that. Became a member to the YouTube channel. Eric, big shout out to you, my man. I appreciate the support on the channel. And yeah, good first way to jump up on the screen. I appreciate all the support you guys have shown so far. If you're excited for this game, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, become a member if you want to support the channel. It's beautiful. Eric, a big shout out to you, my man. Good way to start the stream. Hope you guys are doing well, and let me know what you guys' thoughts are on the upcoming game. Soon, my man. Soon. Flipping Euro qualifiers begin at 12 a.m. It's a tough one, OSC, man. That is a tough one. Haaland versus Van Dijk, the match. Let's go. The Norwegian polar bear. I wonder who you're going for, my man. Yeah, over Malen. That's a shame. So we'll take a look at the starting 11 for you guys as well. Bit of a disappointment for us Dortmund fans, considering that Malen is not in, which is somewhat annoying. But we'll take a look. So looking at Netherlands starting 11, it is a 4-3-3. Van Dijk being back for the Netherlands is massive. They got De Vrij in there, Wijnaldum, David Klaasien, which is an interesting start as well. Frankie de Jong. They got Memphis, who will be leading the line. But no Donyell Malen. Going to the bench, Malen is on there, rocking the number 18. Bergwijn's also in the bench. Weghorst, Martin de Roon's on the bench. Dumfries. It's a pretty good looking Dutch team under the new manager as well, Louis van Gaal. At the Norway side, there's also some other ballers. Odegaard's wearing the captain's armband. Haaland, interesting note that Norway is playing in their 4-2-3-1. A little bit different from the 4-4-2 they've been playing. I've said it before for us Dortmund fans, Haaland is better as a lone striker. So I think it'll be very curious to see how he plays today for Norway in a 4-2-3-1. Martin Thorsby's in there, who's a talented player as well. Odegaard will be interesting in behind him. It should be fun, but it should be a good little game here. Netherlands are probably the favorites in their 4-3-3. But yeah, the Wi-Fi is taking a toll on me today. I'm gonna put this way and see if that helps at all. So I'm sorry about that, guys. My Wi-Fi has just all of a sudden decided to be crap. But hopefully it smartens up. By the way, what do you think about Wang Hee-Chang to Wolves? I mean, he needs to play, so I don't have any issues with it. The crazy rumors linking McKennie to Burnley. Yeah, that'd have been a poor decision, man. That'd have been a very poor decision. Hello, brother. How are you doing, my man? McKennie to PSG, maybe. Is there a window still open? Paslak playing in the game? I hope not. He is not. I'll stay up until the match starts, and I'll dip because I'm tired. Very fair. Greetings from Hamburg, home of St. Paul. Greetings, my man. Thank you for the membership. It is appreciated here. But yeah, hopefully it's better like this. The lagging Canadian, apparently. I don't know, just before we went live, it started acting a little bit weird. So not ideal, but I'm going to move it over to the tracker anyways. So hopefully that'll just, that'll be nicer. And I'll keep me small. Might actually try to make it a little better this way for you guys, if I can. Oh, I ruined it. But yeah, I don't know why the Wi-Fi is being weird. I am sorry about that, friends. Probably because I have to stream the match, you know. But yeah, let me know what your guys' prediction is on today's match. My prediction, I'm going to say 3-1 Netherlands. 3-1 Netherlands. Haaland will get on the board because, it's Erling Haaland. He has to get on the board. It would be surprising if he didn't. But let me know what your guys' prediction are for today's match. Because I do think it'll be a good one. And like I said, my biggest thing today is just keeping an eye on Haaland, seeing how he does playing as a lone striker. Because if he plays well, I think it is a good chance that Marco Rose may take that into consideration, and it's something that us Dortmund fans are also pretty keen on, because he did not look good in the last couple matches by him, or up there with a dual striker. But we will see. I will get the live score back up for you guys as well, and that looks a little bit better. That looks a little bit better, guys. So the tracker will be on the board. It should be fun. And then hopefully my leg can pee off there. Check your upload speed and your download speed. If the upload speed is higher than the download speed, that's a problem. It could be. It could be. I did just do something on the back end, and hopefully it's enough. Hopefully it's enough. The Indian tech support guy. Oh my god. All right, we got some predictions rolling in, guys. If you're excited to watch this game, be sure to drop a like, say hello in the chat, and put in some predictions, because we're about 5 minutes away from this thing kickstarting here. And it should be a good little match. We got 2-1 Netherlands. Last minute goal from Depay. He's on good form for Barca. He's on very good form for Barca, so that's a possibility. I have a job interview with Chipotle tomorrow. Good luck with that, Isaiah. Good luck. I hope that you get that done. 2-1 for the Netherlands. Fair. It's fair. It's fair. 3-2 for the Netherlands. Let's get it. Yeah, a lot of trending today going towards the Dutch, and I think that's probably pretty fair. I'm afraid the Netherlands would win. They just have a little bit too much quality. Yeah, but it is also should be taken into consideration that the Netherlands are under new management. Louis van Gaal has come back in. I don't know what to expect from Van Gaal. He hasn't had a job in some time. I believe his last gig was in 2016, was it not? If I remember, he's 70 years old. His last gig was with United from 2014 to 2016, man. So that's 5 years out of the job. Unless I'm wrong. I might be wrong. No, I'm right. Yeah, his last gig was in 2016. That's a while ago, man. So I'm curious to see what he can bring to the table. The Haaland situation reminds me of the GG's refusal to play geocentrally. There you go. There you go. And yeah, he doesn't want to play with a dual striker. And honestly, Sorloth was the only other option, so it makes so much more sense that they're playing in a 4-2-3-1 today. And yeah, my eyes on him. I bet you this Norway performance could be a little bit better just because of the fact that they're playing Haaland to his strength, man. They absolutely are. 3-2 Malen scores if he comes on. There you go. There you go. Malen and Haaland. Josh, don't you think that Malen and Mbappe could play together well? Yeah. If you're a Madrid supporter, you should be pretty excited because one, you didn't drop 200 million on Mbappe this year. You got Camavinga in, one of the pretty big up-and-coming stars. On top of that, you could get Mbappe for free and spend a release clause on Haaland. So you got probably about 300 million euro players for 75, if that's the case. And then you play Haaland centrally, you play Mbappe on the wing, and then you drop in Benzema, but that's kind of harsh to say, but it's probably what's going to have to happen. I made a ball into a lamp of a craft. I don't know why. There you go, man. 4-1 Netherlands. 4-1 for the Netherlands. So you're saying they're gonna boss them today. 5-0 Norway. Haaland 4 goals and Odegaard 1. Ballsy, man. Ballsy. So you guys are saying I'm right. Van Gaal helped Netherlands get to a bronze in the 2014 World Cup. He did, which got him his United job for 2 years, and he's been out of work ever since. So that's the biggest thing I want to take away from the Netherlands is lack of just being involved for Louis van Gaal. So I'm curious to see how he'll do. And of course, Haaland playing up front, man, because we know how good he can be. Can all agree that the Bundesliga is a top 3? La Liga is finished. Ooh. Yeah, I'd say it's a top 3 league, man. Bundesliga is easily a top 3 league, probably going towards second place right now. Serie A is also on the rise, while La Liga is a bit on the fall. And I think there was a statistic that just came out that said the Bundesliga is above La Liga now, but we got 3-1 for Norway from Paul. 3-1? Fair. I do think it's going to be a good game. I really do. I said 3-1 for the Netherlands, but I mean, I do have concerns because I think Haaland will be a handful today. I like the system set up for Norway in the 4-2-3-1 a lot more. But Memphis is in good shape. Some questionable calls, though, honestly, from Van Gaal. I mean, looking at their bench, I mean, Dumfries I would have started for sure. Who else would I? I mean, maybe I would have started probably Martin Deroon over David Classy, I definitely would have started either Bergwijn or Malen on the left-hand side. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. I'm excited though, man. World Cup qualifiers are always fun. This seemed like a fun game, guys. We're just getting started. So before we do it one more time, be sure to drop a like. Drop a sub as well if you guys are new to the channel. And if you are new around here, be sure to say hello. How was Julian's performance today? I mean, you gotta take it for what it is. But I mean, it was a stroll in the park for Dortmund in that day. But Madrid are in a load of debt too. Yes, but I read a nice article about it, and honestly, Madrid are in a very good state because they're going to be losing contracts of Isco. They're going to be losing contracts of Gareth Bale, a few other ones as well. They're in a really good opportunity, and I bet you there could be front runners to sign both Mbappe and Haaland next year. I'm in the bathroom. I like that we're on that kind of level that you share that with me. It makes me comfortable. I like it. Man, I hope you're doing well in the bathroom. Let's see what else you guys are saying before this one gets going today. Got Canada playing tomorrow too, guys, so I'm pretty excited. Do we have any Canadians in the chat today? And before this thing gets going, guys, drop your country. Where are you guys watching from today? I am watching from Canada. Do we have anyone watching from the Netherlands? Anyone watching from Norway? I'm looking at you, Norwegian Polar Bear. Are you watching from Norway today? I feel like it would be a step on each other's toes, and Mbappe seems like... Yeah, but again, if you want to compete for the biggest prizes, you need that supporting cast. And I think Haaland would be interested in playing with Mbappe. I think it'd be cooler if they played for... One played for Barca, one played for... And it would be Ronaldo playing... Or it would be Mbappe taking Ronaldo's place, and then, of course, Haaland taking Messi's. Van Gaal is dumb for not using the 3-5-2. That was Van Gaal's formation, man. I like that he's not, man. That's an old school kind of formation. Who will we get it as a replacement when Haaland leaves? If he leaves next summer, Josh, I'm thinking Gabriel Jesus. Thing I don't like about Jesus is that he straight up isn't a striker. So it'd be tough to do that. But the match is kicked off, guys. Hope you guys are excited. Hope you guys are ready to watch. And hopefully my ticker here is nice for you guys. I hope you guys like that. You joined from Frankfurt. He's not bad. 3-2 for Norway. I respect it. Our defense is too weak for this Haaland attack. We're losing 3-0. Hey, there we go. We got someone who's nice and analytical about it. I respect it. Bundesliga is the most entertaining in the league in the top 5, and I absolutely do agree with that. Norwegian Polar Bear is watching from Norway. We got some people watching from Estonia, which is very, very cool. Canada as well. Watching from Panama as an American abroad. You're going to appear on Filippo's series, my man. I'm digging it. Got the UK in here as well, guys. Should be fun. But I'm happy for that. I'm happy. Make sure that my scoreboard will be working nicely for you guys as well. And there we are. We're good to go. Nice and set up here. Watching from Sweden, Mr. Carlson is tuning in. I like it. But yeah, I might be a little bit behind you guys. And actually a big chunk behind you guys, which is not ideal for doing a watch along. I'll see if I can find a better stream. Watching from Trinidad today. Very nice, very nice. I have some streams I'm watching, guys, so unfortunately I'm not watching it up to date because the ticker is just way in front of me. So I gotta I'm having trouble. That's alright. Whatever. Where are you seeing it? Ooh, I don't know if I can give that away. I could get in trouble for doing that. But I am trying to find a stream where I can simply watch it up to speed. I'm currently exploding as we speak, Josh. All right. Good to know, my guy. Good to know. All right, how about this one? All right, there we go. I found one that is up to date. I'm laughing now, guys. I'm laughing now. We are good. All right, this should be a fun one. This stream's only a few seconds behind, so hopefully I'll be pretty close with you guys as well. But we're up and we're ready to go. All right. Nice seeing Haaland and Van Dijk. It is. It is nice seeing them, man. It'll be a good little game today. I'm really excited. We have somebody spamming, which is not ideal. Nice little ball. Gonna have to put someone in a timeout. That's okay. And there we go. Nice little timeout, guys. Nice little timeout. But it should be good. Let me know which country you guys are cheering for today. Looks like we got a good mixture of both into in today's chat, which is always fun. Haaland had a good little rush there. And you're just tuning in, guys, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, join our community, and yeah, it should be a fun little game. Isaiah says spammer. I got him out. Put him in a timeout. Mbappe is flexible and is able to play from the wings, and if a strike partnership between him and Haaland doesn't work out. That is very true. Mbappe can play from the wings and is arguably better at playing from the wings because he is that good. And I think having Haaland through the middle and Mbappe on your wing could be honestly a big success going forward. Josh, you really need a stream mod. I usually have Producer T. He's not here for this game, but he will be here for... Well, he's here 95% of the time. This was just a game that you guys told me to try to do, so I thought I would deliver. And a good chance there and a nice save for a corner kick. Josh, can I be a mod? I delete spam messages, racist cursing. Yeah, Payne, I might take you up on that, especially when there's days like today when we don't have Producer T. And Payne's been here for a long time. So yeah, man, would not be against that. Did anybody watch the Dortmund game today, though? The charity match, because I wasn't able to watch all of it. I don't even know what the final score was. I think at one point it was 12-0. So let me know what you guys thought, because I would be very careful. I'd be very careful taking a lot from that game because it means nothing. But you know, imagine if we could punch the spammers in the face. Yeah, you know. Renier and Brandt chemistry today was fire. So Luca watched the game. Let me know. Give me some 5 takeaways, guys. Give me some 5 takeaways on our Dortmund match today, because like I said, I wasn't able to watch a lot of it. I had a something to do. I was just kind of peeking in and out because it was on YouTube. The final score was 12-0. Oh Lord. Okay, so I did catch towards the end of it. Luca says, how about we play Renier on the wing? And we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to, man, because there's no way around it. We don't have proper wingers. If we're not looking to utilize Knauf as much as we want to, why not utilize Renier? He was brought in to, I think, kind of play anywhere in the front 3. So, yeah. But again, Renier, I would be very careful from this performance. I would take nothing away from his performance today because it doesn't mean anything. If he can have a good performance like that in a Bundesliga match or a Champions League match or even Pokal, that's different. A charity match, I'm sorry, Brandt, Renier, whoever had a good game today, it means absolutely nothing. Payne said I loved Kamara playing. I heard Luca tried teaching me. I don't know if I can properly say his name yet. Pronkovic, something like that. I need to properly learn how to pronounce his name. But I heard he got a goal today, which was nice to see. I'm going to eat. See you in a bit, Payne. We are bullies. Our new signing scored as well. I did see that. I didn't see the goal. Renier was Ronaldinho today. Oh, God. In a charity match. Picks it up. The Brazilians have no care in the world. 4-0, 8-0. Oh, God. Well, just one more month until my 22nd birthday and date with Josh in Canada for a rematch for the Gold Cup semifinals. There we go, Catalina. Well, your birthday is coming up very soon. And we're going to have to take on each other, Canada, Mexico. Should be fun. It should be fun. But getting back to the Netherlands and the Norway match today, it actually does look like it is 3 at the back. It does look like they shift, and Blint has kind of went into that role as they attack. But I mean, Louis van Gaal is known for his 3-5-2. He's played it all the time, or 3-4-1-2. So it wouldn't surprise me if he kept this position, but it's just an awkward one. I'd like to see him stick with that 4-3-3. Haaland's cut is looking more fresh for some reason. It is a fresh cut, man. It is a fresh cut. But no, like I don't know. I want to see Norway put up something today. I want to see Haaland score today because his last few games for the Norwegian team have been kind of poor. He's been kind of quiet. And when you piss him off enough, eventually he's gonna erupt. I hope Mexico loses to Canada and gets banned for hosting the 2026. Because will the U.S. be able to pick up where Mexico left off? Because you can't rely on Canada for much help for hosting, to be honest. But Josh, how bad, in your opinion, has Arsenal's recruiting been this season? They were buried almost 108 million. Yeah, Arsenal. Oh, good little hit there from Memphis Depay. Or no, it wasn't Depay, but that was a good hit nonetheless. Yeah, Arsenal's. I don't know. Let me know, guys. Give me a percentage from 1 to 10. How do you guys rate Arsenal's transfer window? Because, in my opinion, they didn't. I mean, they added a couple decent players, but they were crazy overpriced. I'm not sold on Ben White. I remember when he was briefly linked to Dortmund, I would have said that was a terrible decision. And Arsenal went all out and brought him in, and it just didn't look like it was that good of a deal, in my opinion. But I think Arsenal would be lucky to finish back in the Conference League, to be honest. So, yeah, not good. Maybe 4 or 5 out of 10. 2. 2 out of 10. Yeah, Arsenal and Barca make us Dortmund fans feel really good about our transfer window, especially Barca. I don't think you get much worse than Barca. But from the takeaways today, courtesy of Luca from the charity matches, was 3 takeaways. Brandt needs to start every game. It's a big takeaway from a charity match, Luca, but I gave you the floor. Renier isn't a flop. Brandt needs to be our future captain when Royce retires. Oh, Luca. Oh, man. I don't know if I can speak to that. But those are some good words coming from Brandt. It's a charity match. It's so hard for me to give any seriousness towards Brandt and Renier, but clearly they had a really, really good match. So maybe that's something for, if anything, confidence for those 2 players to take away, because we're going to need depth, man. But yeah, Brandt captain, 0% chance. But finding confidence in Renier and Brandt could be really important. Could be really, really important, man. So considering that we didn't get that depth signing of Callum Hudson-Odoi or any winger in that matter, if Renier can step up and play on the wings or as an attacking mid anywhere, and Brandt can just find any stroke of form, I'm all for it. But those are some pretty heavy words, Luca. Pretty heavy words. No either Allison or Henderson, the usual Liverpool captains. Did our spammer come back? We're gonna put him in a timeout again. I did. Or I tried to. Well, I tried to put him in a timeout. I think it worked. Yeah, let me know, guys, if anyone else watched that game and you had a nice little opinion on Brandt today. Because I like the confidence coming from Luca, man. I really did. Nice little ball in there. Defended well. Brandt and captain don't go together. Vancouver especially, because it's near Langford. Brandt was captain today, and he looked good with some responsibility. He did. I did see that he wore the armband, and obviously, by far, apparently, from what I've seen on Twitter and just hearing from you guys, Brandt and Renier were fantastic. So, it's good to hear. But taking a look at Group G in the World Cup qualifiers, it looks like Turkey is leading the way. So this is going to be important points for the Netherlands getting back on track, led by Louis van Gaal. Gio is a better captain than Brandt. From our American. I don't know if Gio's quite ready to be a captain yet. If I'm looking at actual players on Dortmund who I would like to see wear the armband, 3 or 4 are as much as I'm going to go, because you're not going to get much other chance than that. I mean, Royce is our captain. Vice captain would be Hummels, then probably Witsel, and then Akanji. Brandt and Reina are down the pecking order by quite some. But that's who I would go for. It's a decent little ball. Netherlands on the attack. I always like watching Memphis Depay, and I get a little bit sad because he was supposed to be a Dortmund boy. Imagine if Turkey qualified only to bottle it again. The Turkish team looked really, really good going in from World Cup qualifiers into the Euros, which is so surprising why they were such a bust in the Euros, because they looked so good going into it. Turkey was a lot of people's dark horses, and they just could not find a way to get it done. But, you know, World Cup is really important. And, I mean, us Canadians and U.S. men's national team fans know that. And our journey starts tomorrow, and I'm pretty buzzing for it. Brandt looked all right. Renier even better. And he was a top, but it was against a 6-tier opponent. Yeah, that's why. And it was a charity match. It was a charity match against a 6-tier opponent. It's why I mean, I had something to do. I wasn't able to do the game by any stretch. But I needed to make sure that you guys don't get too carried away. Don't get too carried away by anything quite yet, because it's a charity match. But I do like confidence. If you can build confidence anywhere, it is putting up decent performances. So hopefully that is something that that Brandt and Renier can take, because we need depth. We do, and especially in those positions. So I'm all for it. I really am. Fun game here as a U.S. citizen with a strong Dutch heritage. However, because of BBB, I love Haaland. Also, great job on the CONCACAF Council 11 with 11 Yanks. I appreciate that, Nathan. The CONCACAF Council was fun. It was a good little ball there and a good opportunity for the Netherlands. It was fun going up with the Jamaicans, the American who covers Mexican football really, really well. I thought Owen did a very good job. And me representing us Canucks. I thought it was fun. So I appreciate the kind words, Nathan. I think it's going to be a lot of hype going into the CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers. And man, I would do anything for Canada to qualify. It would be so cool. But yeah, guys, if you're tuning into the stream, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, and say hello in the chat. Nice to see Nathan in here. A good opportunity coming for Norway. Oh, and a good ball for Haaland. And a very good save. I'm a little bit behind some of you guys, but it's because I'm streaming, just so you guys know. But that was a good opportunity for Haaland. And that's what he does as a lone striker, man. This is why he has to play in a 4-2-3-1. Look at the space he creates for himself. Runs off on a perfect run with that speed. Probably should have buried that. It was a really good ball as well. Really good ball. But when Malen is playing up there, or if it was Sorloth for Norway, another striker up front with Haaland runs into his path. Haaland is very good at making runs, very good at creating chances for himself, and that's a perfect example of it. And when Sorloth is playing, if you guys watch the last few games Norway's played, Haaland did not look very good. And it's because he has that space that has been taken from him. And already 15 minutes in, a really good chance in showing why Haaland is better on his own. And I'm hoping Malen will be able to start as a winger, guys. And we'll see a 4-2-3-1 for Bay. Turkey was good in the qualifiers, but sucked in the Euros. That was absolutely, they did. A lot of guys, when I watched some prediction videos and was talking to people, they were the dark horses. Turkey were the dark horses. And it's because of their World Cup qualifier performances. And then they were just a bust. Brandt created some chances and goals today, but they were in a typical missed passes in one passes and opponents against the Bundesliga. Yeah. Like I don't know. I that's why I didn't need to do too much on it channel wise, just because I don't take anything from it. It's a charity match. But hey, if it gets him a little confidence, like I said, it's a win-win. That was a really good save. It was. I think it's really interesting to get all the different perspectives. It is, man, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited for the qualifiers to get going tomorrow. Here's a nice little ball. The Dutch dominating possession early on in this match. But OC's heading to bed. Catch you in the next stream. Take care, my man. Take care. Appreciate you tuning in. Ronaldo and Haaland missing chances. Ricardo Pepi and Josh Sargent clear. Okay. The U.S. fans are coming in. I mean, Pepi could be a huge one for you guys in the future, considering how weak the striker position is in the U.S. men's national team pool. But, yeah, I don't know, man. It'll be interesting. No Jonathan David, but I don't know. Me and Yeet Yeet had a nice bet going. Joshua Sargent scoring no more than 5 goals in the Prem. So I feel very confident in my bet. Isaiah says, where do most of your viewers come from? The U.S., my guy. The U.S. leads the way. And Germany and Canada are up there as well. They're relatively close to each other. Those are the 3 big ones. Got good viewership from Bangladesh, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, the U.S., man. I don't know if it's because of Dortmund. There's a lot of love for Gio Pulisic over the years, or where it comes, or just that there's a lot of people there. I don't know. Can Norway qualify for the World Cup in 2022? I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a lot to like about this Norway team. It's definitely a country on the rise. A lot of good talent playing some competitive football across the world. Haaland's obviously the differentiator, but I don't know, man. It'll be interesting. They are a good team, though. But if Haaland and some of the other players can pick it up, they have a good chance to do it. They really do. Hi from Norway. Well, welcome to the chat, my man. The Norwegians. Hope you're doing well. Spammer. Get out of my chat, my guy. Nice ball in. Corner kick. Does well. Haaland. Oh, Erling. Well, someone just asked if Norway can qualify. There's a pretty good start for them, and a horrible start for Louis van Gaal and the Dutch, man. After what was a really disappointing Euros for the Netherlands, and this is now Louis van Gaal's first opportunity. That's what Haaland does, man, and I've spoken to it already on the stream. I've spoken to it just in general of being a Dortmund fan. He needs to play as a lone striker. He's clearly onside. Horrible tracking from the Netherlands there. Nice little touchdown and a calm, composed finish. He's definitely onside. That's why you got to backtrack or put some effort to try to put him offside there. But damn, man, that was very good goal. Very good take from Haaland there. Sadly, these spammers and hackers don't get out. Banning is the only way. Well, I might have to ban them then. But that was a really good touch, a really good finish from Haaland. And good, man. Get our boy fired up. Because, like I said, he likes to score in every situation, especially for his national team as well. And he's been quiet the last few games. And look what happens. When you put him in a 4-2-3-1, put him as a lone striker, he's already created a big chance, which he probably should have scored, and he got his goal. So Dortmund, Marco Rose, take a little bit of notes, and hopefully that 4-2-3-1 is one that you can take a look at. But a really good opportunity there from the Dutch, and it was stopped on the line. It was a good opportunity coming back, but this isn't good, man. This is not good for the Netherlands. I'm not sure how the standings stay right now, but I'm pretty sure the Dutch might slip out of top 3, no? I like Dortmund in the Bundesliga in general because they give chances to young Americans, less North American bias in general. Yeah, there's always been a beautiful little connection between the U.S. and the Bundesliga. There's a nice story behind it, and that is, I think, because of something to do with the war, I think World War II. But yeah, there was that big connection there, and you see a lot of young Americans have a lot of success over in the Bundesliga. And it's just, honestly, it's an entertaining league to watch. Let's not get carried away. It's a very entertaining league to watch. But Big Erling got a beautiful one there, my man. Good to see from a Dortmund perspective. I just clicked the Dutch would win. Haaland scores. You can't stop him. You can't, man. Erling Haaland versus Haaland. Alex, I respected that. Stop the count. What are we at? Are we at 69? How many likes are we at, guys? If you're just tuning in, be sure to drop a like. Depending if we're on 69 or not, you never know. But hopefully you guys are doing well, enjoying this stream today. The golden child has struck. Standings are Turkey and Norway. 1-2. I'm pretty sure Netherlands are third. Oh, man. It would be a shame. The Netherlands are too talented not to qualify for the World Cup. They've struggled not being at the 2018 one. But yeah, it just showed it actually. Netherlands are sitting with 6 points. Norway with 9. Turkey with 10. Montenegro's also got 6 on them. Latvia 1 and Gibraltar 1. Or Latvia 2, Gibraltar 1. Damn, man. 42 and rising. Well, there we go, guys. I appreciate everyone supporting the channel today. Likes, subscriptions are so appreciated. But yeah, man. It'd be disappointing. Do we have anyone watching from the Netherlands today? If so, let me know what the feel was around the Netherlands when you guys weren't able to qualify for the last World Cup. Because considering you guys finished 2nd and then 3rd and then didn't qualify was quite something else. But right now you're sitting outside of the automatic qualification spots, already losing to Turkey, I believe, and now losing to Norway. Feel bad that Malen didn't start. See, now I was really hoping Malen would start. I was hoping for 2 things from this match. The number one thing I was hoping was Haaland was going to play as a lone striker. Norway before this played in their 4-4-2, and Haaland looked like he hated it. Sorloth is not a good striker to partner alongside Haaland. He takes space away from Haaland. Haaland is at his best, like a lot of strikers, in a one-striker formation. And a 4-2-3-1, I think, balances out Norway really well today and plays to their best player's strength by a country mile. They did that today. He's already had a good chance to score and even put one in the back of the net. And then same thing on the flip side for Malen. I wanted to see a little bit of the same. I wanted to see him out on the wings. We got a glimpse at how Malen plays in the left-hand side. Towards the end of that Hoffenheim game, Malen switched out to that left-hand side. He picked up the ball. He liked running at defenders, taking hits. I would really like to see his game kind of get transitioned a little bit into a winger because both those players play together at club level. And right now, the Dortmund starting 11 should scream a 4-2-3-1. Malen out on the left-hand side as a left attacking mid. And of course, Haaland as your lone striker. And both can be said for their national team. I think Malen would have done really well on the left-hand side of Depay today. Did really well running in behind. Depay likes having the ball at his feet, coming in, picking up, trying to create space. And I think Malen could have been successful there. So, bit of a missed opportunity from the Netherlands, but a great tactical decision, in my opinion, from Norway to play to your best players, your generational players' strengths, which is in a 4-2-3-1. But that's just my opinion. Let me know if you guys agree. Is Haaland better in a one-striker formation? The answer is yes, but you can try to fight me on it if you want to. And let me know what you guys think of Malen moving out to the wing if he comes on here at some point for the Dutch. The Netherlands might fail to qualify for its 2nd World Cup in a row. That would be a massive disappointment, man. And I don't want to see it. I don't. As much as I would love to see, I mean, I'd pick, I'd like to see Haaland and maybe even Norway. I'd like to see the Netherlands get the automatic spot and then Norway compete and maybe Turkey miss out just because of my boy Erling and he deserves to be at a World Cup. But the Dutch have just too much quality. They have to get this right. They can't afford to miss out. They missed out on a Euro and then a World Cup. Then they got back into a Euro and now there's a chance that they may miss out on another World Cup. They need to hope that Turkey slips up. How does these UEFA qualifiers work? Top 2 in each group qualify. I think it's first in each group qualify, and then the second place gets to go into the qualification knockout. So even if the Netherlands finish in second, they have to go through a 2-leg affair, I believe, to get in. So it'll be interesting, man. Do you think Odegaard deserves to be captain? That's a tricky question. No. All right, I'm gonna block user. I don't know why I keep putting him in a timeout. I think I blocked the spammer here. So hopefully he's not able to comment again. But yeah, all right, we blocked him. He should be gone. But I don't know. I mean, I like the fact that you have a leader like who's someone who comes on the pitch and makes a difference. But if I'm looking at who else could wear the armband, I mean, just no one really plays at the level of Haaland or Odegaard. Maybe Thorsby could have been an okay shout, but I mean, no, I don't know. I don't have a big issue with it. I don't know. Any Norwegians out there? Do you guys care or have any preference of Odegaard wearing the armband? And if you guys are just tuning into the chat, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub as well. We're flying well over our 5,000 subscribers, and I appreciate everyone's support on the channel. And let us know, does Odegaard deserve to wear the armband today? I don't have an issue with it, but I can see what some people mean. The Spanish left back played very well today. Interesting. How is Haaland playing? Very well, Tom. Really, really well. And guess why? It's a strategical decision that Norway went with, and it was switching to a 4-2-3-1. Playing him as a lone striker, he probably should have scored it at least twice already, but he took his goal very nicely. The Netherlands player helped him stay onside, took it down, and had a nice little finish. Turkey usually slips up. Yeah, and given their Euro performance, Norway and Netherlands are going to have to hope that they do. Wolf played like prime pass lag. I'd prefer the armband go to Thorsby. Yeah, okay. And I agree with that. A little bit more experience, still plays in a very competitive league over in Serie A. He was linked to Atalanta, but nothing obviously came of it. But yeah, I mean, Thorsby is probably who I would have went first, and then Odegaard, and then maybe even Haaland. Luxembourg scored against Azerbaijan. The Croatian guy should be our left back. He has strength, pace, and knowledge. Well, we have Guerrero, so I mean, it's hard to put him on there, but I get what you're saying. Holy F, man. I do need a mod. Oh my. Producer T doesn't come to one watch along, and we're getting spammers left, right, and center. Sorry about that, guys. Literally quite annoying, but my own fault. My own fault. We need to go for a mod here. I got pain on speed dial. Scotland conceded 2 goals in 1 minute against Denmark. Scotland. Not surprising, but I think Odegaard deserves it due to his rise and being called a failed talent, and then he blew up. That's fair, and I like I said, I probably would have went Thorsby, but then Odegaard, I mean, he is older than a lot of people think, man. When he busted into the scene at a young 15-year-old, I mean, he's been around for a while. He's been on the Norwegian team for a while. I don't have an issue with it, but Pulisic did not travel to Salvador this morning. He should be very well rested for Canada. Thoughts? I'm thinking that it's a decent move for the States, considering that they're going to have him very well rested for Canada, and they should be able to pick up points against El Salvador. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know what kind of 11 Canada's going to put up against the States. If they're going to go all out against Honduras, all out on El Salvador, and then they're not going to maybe go out all out for the U.S. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. But, yeah, not great for Canada. But that was a good little movement from the Dutch down the side. Putting a little bit more pressure on here, the Netherlands is, but Norway is doing pretty well today. Luxembourg clear of France, in my opinion. That's fair. Dortmund fans watch Norway because of Haaland. Barca fans watch Argentina because of Messi. Madrid fans watch Portugal because of Ronaldo. Sam, I don't think you're wrong. And yeah, like I said, the Norwegian team has not been easy to watch the last few games out, and it's been frustrating for Haaland. So switching to a 4-2-3-1 was such an obvious decision, but sometimes those decisions aren't made. So it's good to see that they did go for it. Because right, honestly, 30 minutes in, they deserve the lead, and Haaland's been playing very well. Banning is the only way. Well, I banned like 4 people today, which is quite ridiculous. White says, hey Josh, what's up? Turkey scored. Nicely done. Agents becomes a member, who's also Bobby, which I very much appreciate. So big shout out to my boy Agents for becoming a member, man. We've gained a couple members on the stream today, and I really appreciate the support, guys. You guys have been killing it with the support. And yeah, Bobby, I'm just gonna leave you up on the screen. I really appreciate the member, man. It helps a lot. Helps more than you guys know on the channel. And yeah, from the bottom of my heart, Bobby's been here for a long time. I appreciate becoming a member, and you're my guy, Bobby. You're my guy. Sorry, right back instead of left back. There you go. I am Norwegian, and I'm a fan of Dortmund since 2015. Well, my man, you found the right channel. That is for sure. But no, I think Norway have a decent chance at getting in the top 2, man. Especially if they're going to put a performance like this, and they're going to find a way to get Haaland and more involved. It looks good, man. But yeah, big shout out to our friend Bobby, my boy Agents. For you guys who don't know, same guy. Turkey scored. Not good. Thorsby, Norman, great defensive midfielders. They are. But Turkey has a 2-0 lead over Montenegro, getting back on winning ways from the looks of it, considering their awful Euros, man. Slovakia scored against Slovenia. Nicely done. Thank you guys for the updates. We appreciate it. Ukraine somehow drew against Kazakhstan. Yeah, for you guys who don't know, Ukraine has 4 draws, no wins, no losses. So, yeah, tricky for them, man. Very tricky for them. What's up, Josh? Can you say hi? Hi, Dream IQ. How you doing, my guy? We're enjoying a nice little Netherlands versus Norway match today, in which Norway have the lead. Norway have looked better as a team so far. They have. I wholeheartedly agree. And like I said, the 2 big points I noticed going in was Louis van Gaal coming back after basically 5 years off. How he would do, how he could get this team back on track. So far, not so good for him. The other big thing was a tactical decision. And it's so funny how something so small. If you guys have watched, and I mean, maybe some of our Norway supporters in the chat can better allude to this, but if you watch Norway play 4-4-2, their creativity in the midfield was dead. Odegaard wasn't playing to his strength. And the bigger one was Haaland wasn't playing to his strength. I think going to a 4-2-3-1, this team looks like a collective right now. And they're going toe-to-toe with Netherlands, and in my opinion, deservingly have the lead. Who do you think will win? I did think Netherlands were going to win, but 34 minutes in, I think it's Norway's to lose at this moment, man. So if you guys are looking to put some money down, and the odds are still decent for Norway, I'd maybe throw a little bit on it for a win for Norway here. How did Gibraltar score a point? I think it was a live table. I could be wrong. You guys have to look. They might have had a draw against someone. Otherwise, if the score in the Gibraltar game is 0-0, they would have like a live point. But if the other team scores, then they'll be back to 0. But I haven't checked. At halftime, we'll go through some of the standings for you guys, because I've had some questions on that. The Spanish team is considerably a legal action against Dortmund for signing Bruno. So he apparently left the club without the club's permission. I had not read that, so that's very interesting. You may have already done this, but can you explain the UEFA qualifying process? If you win your group, I'm assuming you qualify, but what happens if you finish 2nd or 3rd? So if you win your group, you automatically qualify. And if you finish 2nd, you go into a playoff. And if the playoff happens, you have a chance to qualify for that. So I'll take another look at halftime and just kind of better go over it. But that is usually how it works. But Netherlands have, so it's not a, I don't believe it's a top 2. It's top of the group and then 2nd place. But Netherlands are putting on a little bit of pressure right now. Nice little ball over to Frankie de Jong. To Timber. Oh, that's a beautiful ball. Whips it across. And it's a 1-1 game. Our Norwegians aren't going to like that. It's Davy Klaassen who put that one in the back of the net after a nice workup play in Louis van Gaal's new 4-3-3 setup. He's not doing old school 5 or 3-5-2, but that was some good wing play here. A nice little ball. Wijnaldum with a beautiful ball across and just a tap in. 1-1, man. 1-1. Hit a small deflection actually from the Norwegian play. I'm not sure who tipped it, but it put it right in the path of Davy Klaassen. So, a positive play there from the Netherlands. It is a 1-1 game as we speak. And I think that's going to be a really important scoreline there for the Dutch. Now they got a little bit more momentum going. I have a Liberia friend, and we are losing to Aubameyang FC. Well, that's not ideal, my guy. That's not ideal. But if you're a Dutch fan, if you're a Norway fan, or if you're a fan of anyone, be sure to come in and drop a like, guys, on the chat. And say hello in the chat. Let me know who you guys are cheering for today. Because we picked up some Norwegian supporters, which is nice to see. But they had a really good start to the game. And unfortunately, the Dutch put a little parade to their party. But France is losing to Bosnia 1-0. Damn, man. Yeah, you guys feel free to keep me updated. And if you guys are watching other games as well, feel free to put them in. My Wi-Fi is definitely iffy, so I'm not risking streaming more games than just one today, as well as YouTube. But Who scored the goal for Bosnia? Maybe Zieko? France has been pretty bad recently. They have. They were really poor in the Euros as well. The Champions League curse is real. Haaland must be pissed. Yeah, man. Yo, young Josh, you must be often disappointed that Callum Hudson-Odoi deal got rejected from Dortmund. I was pretty bummed out, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty bummed out. I wanted more depth. I wanted depth in the wings. We got our center back depth, which was nice. Didn't really answer that right back, but guys, we have options there. We have Meunier who will play a lot. We have Chan who can play there. We do have Paslak. I know you guys don't think that's good enough, which it's not, but we have him. We needed a winger, so hopefully Renier can step up. Hopefully Malen can step up. I mean, I'm not going to say Brandt or Gio because I just simply don't want them to play on the wing. But, I don't know, man. Someone's got to do it. I'm hoping Malen's the guy. Press that like button from Daniel. Absolutely, guys. If you're just tuning in, drop a like, drop a sub, and if you're a new subscriber, say hello in the chat. I think we got some new faces today, which is always nice to see. My brother is a France supporter. He's not going to be happy. He's not, but it's early. It's early. I mean, Norway picked up a nice little lead, and Netherlands brought it right back. But it was Dzeko. What a surprise. What a surprise. He was the man who put the ball in the back of the net. Imagine a World Cup without France. You guys, the curse is still going. For you guys who don't know the World Cup curse, I'm assuming you guys might have heard of it. A lot of you guys have, but I believe it's still going. And I believe it tracks back until 2006. So in 2006, Italy won the World Cup. And then they got knocked out in the group stage of 2010. Yeah, I believe that's right. So I think it goes back to 2006. So Italy won it in 2006, got knocked out in the group stage. And then Spain won it in 2010, they got knocked out in the group stage. And then Germany won it in 2014 and got knocked out in the group stage. And now it's on France. And you know what? The way that they're playing, seeing France get knocked out in the group stage of the World Cup, this trend may continue. Didn't Ronaldo get saved from a penalty spot in the Ireland-Portugal game? Is that going on today? Griezmann equalizes. The new Atletico man. What do you guys think of that transfer window, guys? If right now, just because I'm curious, what was the biggest transfer that surprised you this summer? Was it Messi to PSG? Was it Ramos to PSG? Was it Ronaldo to United? Was it Griezmann to Atleti? Let me know that one transfer this summer that surprised you the most. For me, I don't know, because I know going in, I knew the financial crisis at Barca. So the Messi one, yes, it was surprising where it went. Can people stop freaking spamming? Quite ridiculous. Another ban. This is the fourth person I've banned today. I don't know if Taylor does this behind the scenes. I just don't see it. But I'm gonna have to take Payne up on his mod offer very soon. But yeah, and the Ronaldo to United was a bit of a surprise. I know it wasn't. Like crazy surprise because there were rumors that he wasn't happy in Juve and wanted to move on. But honestly, I thought he would have. I don't know why people keep coming in and God. But yeah, so I'd probably say Griezmann. Griezmann was my biggest surprise. My biggest surprise because I didn't see him leaving yet. I think Barca would have taken a deal. I just think with the wages Griezmann had, he wasn't willing to give them up. So I was pretty surprised with that. Yeah, I know. The spammers today have been ridiculous. Atletico have finessed Barca. Yes. I saw a meme. It was funny. I can't remember how it went. It was like Barca gave... How'd it go? It was like Barca gave Atletico Suarez and Griezmann to sign Griezmann. I don't know. It was something weird like that. But yeah, it was funny. Brazil was the only team to win back-to-back. France won in 1998, but lost in the group stage in 2002. Yeah, I'm not sure. Ronaldo to United was out of left field. Yeah, that was a pretty good shout as well. Brandt played well today, but against an unknown team for a charity match. So yeah, I wouldn't take too much from Brandt or Renier. I think Griezmann transfer will be good for his career, and I hope he can get back to the old Dats. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. I think going back to where he's familiar with, he's going to pick up the number 17, I believe. It's the number he did also wear at Barca. I think it'll be nice for him, man. Wow, such an inconvenience for them. The Messi transfer is not surprising. Everyone expected him to stay. Yeah, could be. Hey, what's your opinion on the nonsense to have 3 international games and then 2 days later we have to play against Leverkusen? Surely we are in a bad spot with when most of our starting 11 are busy. Yeah, I mean, it's COVID you got to blame. They got to get these games in. There's also the expansion of the octagonal, which brought in 3 different games. Hopefully, if anything, national teams will have to go to depth. So, I mean, if a national team decides to go 3 games in a row and start all those players, that's on the national team, man. It's hard to justify. You got to find depth. You got to be strategic, and you shouldn't try to burn out your players. We'll have to see. Let's go punch the spammers. Russia and Croatia are still 0-0. Nicely done. Messi to PSG was at 50%. And he could have got a new deal. Israel's up 2-0 against Faroe Islands. Ireland has scored. I am just a new fan of a football club and not really happy with seeing how currently our team is split on international duty before such a tough match. Hard away games in the Bundesliga and Champions League. Yeah, no, I take your point. But unfortunately for clubs, this international football is important. And I know that there's been a big fuss, especially from CONCACAF teams, and especially coming from the United Kingdom, allowing players to leave. It's a huge debate. It really, really is. So I absolutely take your point. But it's going to be something that the national teams are going to have to do to try to balance out who plays, as well as just club teams being prepared to see what kind of minutes we'll put on their players when they come back. Hello from Norway with a big old heart. Hello, my friend. Hope you're doing good today and enjoying the game. Liverpool lack of signings is a little bit of a surprise. Very true, but they weren't in a great financial position, so maybe it's not a huge surprise. I wasn't expecting a lot from them. Rest in peace, Portugal. Malta scored. Ireland 1-0 up against Portugal, man. Ugh, a little wild. At halftime here, we're going to dive into some other scores as well, because there's a lot of games going on right now, and I appreciate you guys keeping me up to bat. There's 3 additional minutes. Oh, what a good chance there from the Dutch. There's 3 additional minutes here on the first half. A really good deep ball too. Poor read there by the keeper actually, but the angle wasn't going for him. Let's just remind with a positive mindset. I think now Hummels is fit as well, and we'll have our full team versus Leverkusen. I'm hoping for a full team, man. I really, really am. I'm curious. I'm hoping like Gio, for example, being with the U.S., maximum plays 2 games. And that goes for a lot of other people too. Like even taking a look at Royce, Dahoud, please tell me they're not going to play three games in qualifying. There's no way. You can't do it. You have to look to your bench. You have to go to depth. And you have to be realistic. Because Jurgen Löw, who again is not going to be there, it's Flick now. He played Chan, I believe, for all 3 matches in a qualifying window, and it was kind of ridiculous. Meunier was okay against Hoffenheim. He was. I don't think Meunier did anything near as bad as what Paslak did, so I agree with that. Also, hello from Canada, from a poll. Just moved there yesterday. It was difficult to watch these games. Haha. I am Canadian as well. So, I'm a Canadian who lives in Canada, but you're a Pole who lives in Canada, so welcome to our beautiful country. Yeah, it is very hard to watch a lot of games in Canada, man. Growing up here, I've had to be very strategic in terms of finding streams. So, you know what? That's how I do most of my stuff. But that's very cool, man. I don't know if you want to tell me whereabouts that you're from, but I live towards the Toronto area, so like Ontario. But hopefully you maybe move towards like a Vancouver area. Very beautiful spot in Canada as well. My cousins live out there. Oh, that's a nice ball. Good opportunity for Davy Klaassen, but blocked very nicely as well. One last rush coming from the Netherlands. Gio will play all 3 games, but not the full 90 yet. He hasn't played a full 90 yet for the US, in my opinion. And that could be the case, and that's okay. I mean, if he plays anywhere between 60 to 90, I mean, it's better than playing a full 90, but I don't know. I hope he doesn't get burnt out is my main concern with that. But that's halftime here, guys. It is 1-1. We'll jump up here to some comments, and I'm going to take a look over at some of the other halftime scores as well. But let's see what some of you guys are saying. Would you go Witsel, Bellingham, and Dahoud in the midfield, or Dahoud, Bellingham, and Gio against Leverkusen? In my opinion, this is what I would do against Leverkusen, and I absolutely would not do a 4-1-2-1-2. Against Leverkusen, I would do a 4-2-3-1. I would go Kobel in net, Meunier right back. If Hummels is fit, Hummels, Akanji, Guerrero left back. 2 CDMs, I would go Witsel, and I would go Bellingham, resting Dahoud. On top of the fact, I don't think he's been playing overly well, and he's going to get some maybe minutes from Germany, but it'll depend whoever get the most minutes. Bellingham, Witsel, Dahoud, who's ever got the freshest legs. I would try to get Witsel in the midfield and probably Bellingham for right now. Gio as your 10, as your cam out on the left attacking wing. Put Malen right attacking wing. Put Royce and striker Haaland. That's what I would do. 4-2-3-1. Or go into a 3-4-2-1. But it'll depend. I think Royce will 100% won't play every game. Yeah, he shouldn't. It would be a terrible idea. I'm from Poland, and there's no streams, and I don't have a TV, so it's a bit hard. Well, hopefully, if anything, I and the chat here have been keeping you updated. It's been a pretty decent game. I think a little bit underwhelming from the Dutch perspective, but, you know. British Columbia, so I'm on the other side. Very beautiful side, probably. Reina is good, but I think Brandt should start next game, not because he's better, but because we need to try something, man, and maybe neither of them should go in a 4-2-3-1 with Malen and Hazard on the wings. Well, so 2 issues with that. One, you're not starting Gio or Brandt over Royce. So if you want to go Hazard and Malen on the wings, then Brandt and Reina aren't in the squad. Royce is your 10. Then you have your 2 wingers, Hazard and Malen, and up front as your striker is Haaland. And I like that. I do. If you're trying to force Brandt into this team, you're going to have to take Malen out. And then Royce will be where Malen would be out on one of the wings with Hazard and Brandt. But I mean, honestly, I don't think Brandt deserves to start. I don't think he's proved, like, again, I'm very harsh on him. You guys know that. I haven't even considered his performance in the charity match because it means nothing to me. His performances have been below par. And Gio's been pretty good. So I would still stick with Gio for the time being. If Hazard's fit, I mean, I like that. Drop them both. I don't know. I'd maybe go Royce at cam, Hazard on the right, Malen on the left, and Haaland up front. But you are going to need to use your players throughout the season. And I take your point that Brandt is going to be eventually having to put in, but I'm just stubborn, and I just don't see Rosa doing it, and I don't think it's the right decision. But Brandt could be a lot fresher than Gio coming back, so that's a very good point looking at it that way. If Gio starts all 3 games, then maybe start Brandt. And it's also good to note that Brandt does compete decently against Leverkusen. Some of Brandt's best games have come against Leverkusen, so I take your point. I take your point. Yo, Josh, what's up? Let's hear that. I don't know if I can do it because you didn't give me a pronunciation for the R. You said I don't know what to say. So it's Pongasic. I don't know. I haven't got it right, man. I got to hear you. You got to send me a voice of, like, send me something on Instagram so I can listen to your voice. Because I don't know what you said because you said there's no pronunciation for the R. And I don't got it. So for the time being, until I can hear it, I'm going to call him Prongovic. I don't know. We'll get there. I'm waiting for Poland to play against Albania. Well, I'll be eager to see the progression on the new coach. Nicely done. It'll be nice too. Poland had a really tricky Euro, man. Something must be wrong with Odegaard. He has been a disaster. He's been very quiet. Haaland will be rested in the next game and after the Latvia and Gibraltar for Norway. Some really good opportunities for Norway to pick up points, man. If Norway could squeak in and get a big point against or even pull off a win today, and then you're telling me they got Latvia and Gibraltar next, man, Norway could be laughing. Can't wait for Donyell. Yeah, that's a banger right there. Homeschool. Did Wijnaldum get the assist? No, technically no, but I mean he did. He's the one who put the ball in, but it hit off of a Norwegian defender. So no assist, I believe, would be given to that. It would just be a goal, unassisted. I'm in Alberta, and BC is beautiful. It is. All the scores. Look at the update, man. I like it. 1-0 for Ireland over Portugal. I'm gonna get into the scores, but I appreciate you updated it. That is like Charlie. Ch. Okay, so Prong Ch. Prongajovic. I'm gonna have to hear it, my man. I'm gonna have to hear it. I love Netherlands and Norway. Now there you go. Arsenal, what happened? It's tough. Maybe you pronounce the R like you do in France. From the Netherlands, I love Frankie de Jong. I love Frankie de Jong too, man. Oh, there we go. Someone spelled it out. Prongajic. Chish. Prongajic. Ooh, that sounded nice. Is that it? Prongajic? Prongajic. It's rolling off the tongue. Prongajic. I don't know. I need to hear it. A couple times. I hope Montenegro can make a comeback against Turkey. And from Norway, obviously Haaland. That is fair. I'll give you a Polish classic. Can you say... No, I can't. I can say Blaszczykowski. Lewandowski. I don't watch cricket, unfortunately. We have a lot of job to do, Josh. Yeah. Oh, man. Try this. Prongajic. Not 100% accurate, but still. Prongajic. Ooh. Prongajic. Okay, all right. We're going to go into the scores now, guys. Let's roll over and take a look around the other World Cup qualifiers. And for you guys who don't know how it works, so a lot of you guys have asked. So basically, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 different groups for World Cup qualifiers. So the way it works in the groups is the first place team in these qualifiers gets an automatic qualification spot. And then the second place teams get to go into a playoff. So for example, looking at the group J, Armenia is in first place right now with 3 wins. And Germany is sitting in third. So if you're finished in third place, you do not get a chance to qualify. If you finish in second, you'll be going against some other second place teams to qualify. And that's how it works. So you basically, to guarantee your safety, you want first. Because there's a chance, for example, if Germany finishes in second, and let's say Netherlands finish in second, there's a chance that they could go at each other and one of them does not qualify for the World Cup. So a lot is on the line, and trying to top the group is very important. But taking a look around the games today, Luxembourg is up against Azerbaijan 2-0, which I don't know if that's a big surprise. I don't think it's going to matter towards the table. Luxembourg is actually 2-1, so kudos for them. Portugal is down 1-0, and Ronaldo did have a missed penalty. Someone mentioned that earlier. 15 minutes in, Ronaldo missed a penalty, and now Ireland has the lead, which is very, very surprising. Earlier today, Ukraine drew against Kazakhstan, which is a big disappointment for them. France is drawing right now against Bosnia. Griezmann, Mbappe, Benzema is their front three. Jordan Vertu is starting, which is interesting. Lamar's playing as a center mid, probably more as a cam. But yeah, very interesting. Jules Koundé out on right back. Just a weird looking lineup for France today. What does that mean for their table? France is still sitting in first with a 2-2 record. A lot of draws. Denmark is up 2-0 against Scotland. Not a big surprise. Daniel Vass has got a goal. Damsgaard's got an assist. And Denmark sits top of their group with 4-0. Israel's up 2-0. Austria and Moldova is still at a 0-0 draw. It's only 20 minutes in. Latvia and Gibraltar's at a 1-1 draw. And I believe that's Gibraltar's only point as of right now. Netherlands, Norway's got the draw. Turkey's up 2-1. Which is interesting because that puts Turkey at top of the group with a 3-1 record. And then Malta's got a 1-0 lead over Cyprus. Croatia and Russia are 0-0. And Slovakia and Slovenia are 1-1. So there's some surprising scorelines from around the league today, but we'll jump back on over to some comments. Thank you for reading my comments. I've never seen anyone read my comments. Not a problem, my man. I tried my best to read some comments. Some of the comments I don't like too much, but I still try to read them. Pon Gra Chich. I don't know if I cannot pronounce it. Chich. Pongachich. Pongachich. I don't know. It's becoming embarrassing. I would love to play Witsel, De Hood, and Bellingham one game last season. If you wanted to play something similar to last season, we can easily do it. And I agree, a 3-man midfield could be important. Play our Christmas tree. Play our 4-3-2-1. The midfield 3 would be Witsel as your 6, Bellingham and De Hood as the 8s. Your 2 floating 10s could be Gio and Royce, and your striker is Haaland. So there you go. And why would Haaland, when they already buy Lewandowski? Yeah. If Germany failed to qualify the World Cup, it would be huge. I really hope that doesn't happen. Trust me, they will buy him from BVB, just like Lewandowski. That won't happen. Haaland doesn't want to stay in the Bundesliga. In my opinion, if he stays, it would be for Dortmund, and then he'll more than likely move on over to either the Prem or La Liga. Right now, it looks like Madrid's leading the way. Do you think Dortmund is going to make the UEFA Champions League this year or next year? I haven't checked the UEFA Champions League starts again. The UEFA Champions League starts very soon, and they have qualified for this year's Champions League, and I'm confident they'll have a top 4 finish once again. I just checked, and he's not allowed to go to Bayern. You get first, you qualified automatically. Second, you compete against the other second place, and third, for the top 3 spots via the playoffs. Very true, very true. If Norway wins today, they can top the group. It would be massive. If Norway wins today, they have 2 easy games coming up against Latvia and Gibraltar. That's a huge setup for them. It would be tough, though. The Russia-Croatia is a big one. I agree with that. No, the last try was good. You just needed to add the R. What can you do? Grammar lessons for Josh, apparently, man. I need to hear it, man. I'm a hearing type of a learner. Yes, Ronaldo missed a penalty, but the keeper did well for Portugal and is playing better with the last few chances. Ireland scored after a corner. I appreciate all the updates, my friends. I remember when Bremen had the Christmas tree on their jerseys. Somebody's watching your stream and streaming it. Yeah, I'm streaming and watching. It's one of those things, man, because Canada's ridiculous with its love for football. What do you think of you, Josh? We should have bought him. I would have loved us to buy him. I think the Frankfurt connection was a nice one for them, considering that Milan and Frankfurt's done a lot of business. And I think that it's a really good fit for him. It really is. He would have been nice for Dortmund, don't get me wrong. Any winger would have been nice for Dortmund, and I thought maybe because of the Haaland connection would have been nice, but Frankfurt and Milan have a really good connection. Rebic has been a player that's gone. Andre Silva's been a player that's gone back and forth, so it did make sense, but yeah, it's something that could have been. Poland versus Albania predictions. I'll say 2-0 Poland. 2-0 Poland. My personal opinion is that if BVB wins the Bundesliga, Erling will leave, but if we manage... Are you saying if we do? My personal opinion is that if BVB wins the Bundesliga, Erling will leave. But if we manage to win something again, let's say the DFB Pokal, we might remain in for one more season to try to get top 5 scores. My opinion is no matter what, Haaland's probably looking to go. The release clause gives us no options. It's almost a done deal. If this release clause is legit, he's gone. There's nothing we can do. Someone will buy it. The only lifeline we have to keep Erling Haaland is Mino Raiola. Because Raiola can be a stubborn man, and if you can't find a personal terms, it's done. It's done. There's nothing that you can do because you can't agree to pay the enormous amount of wages that you're going to pay to Erling's dad, Erling, and his agent. Then the deal won't happen. But more than likely, someone somewhere is going to activate that release clause. Personal terms will be agreed, and there's nothing we can do to keep him. The only hope we have is that his agent is a real pain in the ass to deal with, and we find a way to keep him done. How well do you think that Ronaldo will do at Old Trafford? I don't think Ronaldo's going to score like 20, 30 goals. I think he'll probably score between 15 and 20. He'll have chances to put the ball in the back of the net. I think he would have scored a lot more if he was at City. But I think it'll be a decent season. I mean, he's 36. He'll take a lot of penalties. So sorry, Bruno. I think La Liga isn't as much of a challenge as the Bundesliga is, and the Prem is the best place to go. It depends, man. It depends. Like if Mbappe goes to Madrid and Haaland goes to Madrid or Barca, I don't know how they'll pull it off, but yeah, I mean the La Liga is still an excellent league, man. There's a lot of talent still in that league. I mean Barca's team looks hilarious compared to what it should be, but I mean I see him going to La Liga or the Prem. It will depend though. Josh, I saw some progress again. Gonna go watch the second half of Croatia. Take care, Luca. Enjoy the second half, my man. What's your prediction for Sweden-Spain? Honestly, that could have a 0-0 draw written all over it, if I'm being completely honest. So honestly, I could see it being like a 2-1 game for Spain or a 1-1 draw. The dream is the Netherlands if they drew Turkey. It is. They're getting ready for the second half, though, guys. So if you're just tuning into the stream, be sure to drop a like. Drop a sub as well, and let's see how this thing plays out. Put some predictions in too, guys. How you see this thing going? We will see. But second half's underway. It'll be an important one for our Norwegian fans here. Malen, I believe he's getting subbed on. That is beautiful, man. And he'll be playing on the wing, guys. So Marco Rosa, I know you're watching this game. Keep an eye on Haaland as a lone striker, and keep an eye on Donyell Malen coming from the left-hand side. Turkey will probably bottle it after they did. I'm hoping so. I think Haaland leaves to goes to Man United next summer. Ole loves the guy, and they'll lose Cavani. I don't think so. Man. I think it's... I mean, if you have City and United going for you, not only is City a much better team that's managed by a much better manager, your dad played for the team. I mean, Ole, in my opinion, is a bang average manager. I'm surprised he still has a job at United. So if I'm going from my opinion, it's Madrid or City, with the long shot being Barca. I don't see United as a good destination for Haaland. I don't think they're going to win anything this year. I think even with Ronaldo, I just think that midfield can sometimes be laughable. So sorry to anyone who's a United fan. I'm not trying to take shots, but I don't see Haaland wanting to go there. I think there's a stronger connection to City, and City's just a much better team. It is that easy. And then I think Madrid, because he likes Madrid, there's been talks, and there's been an agreement apparently. And if there's been an agreement on personal terms or something like that, the release clause will be easy for Madrid. So that's my opinion, guys. Doesn't mean I'm right. Does not mean I'm right, but I just don't see United as a proper destination. But yeah, I'm fired up that our boy is back on. Which state in Canada do you live? So we don't have states, we have provinces, and I live in Ontario. Not Josh, Sweden winning easily. There you go, Mr. Carlson, there you go. I can't find the game. Well, yeah, if you're in the States, ESPN Plus, man, it's gotta be beautiful. Virgil did something to his finger. Not very good. City also doesn't have a striker and can swoop for Erling. Yeah, for me, it makes zero sense that that United, United will be able to go for him, and we have a United fan in the chat, and again, didn't mean to go at United because they've done a lot of good work too. My point was, because you made a good point as well. Ollie nurtured him. Yes, he did. They're in regular contact. It could easily be City or Madrid. I believe with you. Barca's a dead club. I support Man United. I actually agree with everything you just said, my man. Everything you said. I think it will be very tough. I just didn't know what Barca's financials will look like in a year from now. They killed a lot of their wage, man. If they're still able to somehow get rid of Coutinho, Umtiti, Pjanic, they're in okay condition. I don't know if they're ready to spend that kind of money. But if you're asking me, and again, I'm trying to be honest. I don't think he'll stay at Dortmund. I'm a Dortmund fan. I don't think he's going to stay there. I think he's going to probably go to Madrid. And now that City didn't sign Kane, you better believe they're going to go all in on Erling Haaland. And his dad played there. And I get the connections to United as well, but I mean, being realistic, and we can look at the United fans. Come on, tell me who's got a better chance of bringing home silverware. Is it United or is it City? It's City. They have the money, man. They are the team to do that. And they have no striker, and they weren't able to pick up Harry Kane. But that's my opinion. But yeah, City don't have a striker. What happens to Benzema if Haaland signs that contract? And that could also go towards City, because Benzema is such an iconic player at Madrid, and I don't think he's quite ready to leave yet, which means that there's no proper formation. Because, I mean, come on, let's be honest. We're not going to play a two-striker formation. It's an ugly formation at a top level. They're going to play a 4-3-3. Mbappe is someone who can play on the right, can play on the left. So that's a real question mark. But if you're Manchester City, you're picking up that call. You're paying that measly 75 mil. And you're signing Haaland for a 5-year deal to play where his dad played under Pep Guardiola with the likes of Kevin De Bruyne. It seems pretty easy to me. But I don't know. It's going to depend on Erling and what he wants. And if you can deal with his agent. I mean, Haaland will move to United because he wants to play with Ronaldo. I disagree. Just because Ronaldo isn't a winger anymore. I don't know what kind of formation you're gonna find, unless and if all he switches to a 4-4-2, it doesn't have the balance to be successful. The only team he can slide in properly right now would be, or at the start of next year, would be City. Because of Ronaldo and some other pieces at United, you're not going to switch into a two-striker formation. Also because of Benzema, if City signs him, he goes straight into that striker position in a 4-3-3, and it would just be fun to watch him go. But I'm hoping his agent ruins it and he gets to stay at Dortmund. But with that release clause, I just can't see it. I just can't. Someone will pick him up. He's worth every penny. Haaland will cost 150 million a year, including his wages, agent fees. Madrid will be getting Mbappe for free next summer. I think PSG rejected their 250 million offer. Yeah, there's a bunch of interesting things along that. How can PSG sign all the players they did and then allow Mbappe to walk for free? Yeah, there's a lot to consider. I think it would be a stretch to bring in both Mbappe and Haaland, especially when you still have Benzema. But, I mean, you never know, man. You never know. I wouldn't rule Madrid out. But to me, the likely destination is City. But you guys are telling me that Jules Koundé picked up a red for France. Very interesting, man. France is not making it easy on themselves. And plus, Gio will go to City at some point too, so Haaland has his buddy. You think so, Isaiah? You think he's going to... I think Gio's immediate future is still at Dortmund, but yeah, I mean, it's a fun debate, the United one, because I do think that there is something there. I mean, Ole's there. I mean, he does like Ronaldo. But the issue is I have a fitting them all in. And you've given me some lineups. So if you're going in a 4-3-3, you have your back four, which is fine. You got McTominay, Bruno, and Pogba in a midfield four, but it can be a 4-2-3-1, it can be 4-3-3. But then you have Sancho, Ronaldo, and Haaland. And that's where the issue comes in, because Ronaldo isn't that winger anymore at the age of 36, now next year 37. He can't play as a left winger, or at least do it properly. He's probably best as maybe a lone striker or in a two-striker formation. And if you go into a 4-4-2, you have now two wingers. Where are you going to put Bruno? Because if you put him out on the wings, it's not to his strengths. If you put him through the middle, there's no defensive awareness with Fred unless you go out and pick up a class CDM. It's tough. If you didn't pick up Ronaldo, it would have made more sense, because then you could put Rashford, Sancho on the wings, Haaland as a striker. That's the main reason I don't see it working. But anyways, we've digressed into something around Erling Haaland. That's a good ball. The Dutch are coming down the side, and they get a corner. France might screw themselves over. Apparently, picking up that as well, man. Greenwood is developing, and Man United might not even need him. I know, and Greenwood's look good as well. Canada versus USA qualifier. What's your prediction? Oh, man. I don't know. It's going to depend on what the starting 11 looks up, but I mean, I don't know. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough game for Canada. They're not going to be the favorites. Oh, a good header there and a nice save from the corner. Ronaldo was a center forward in that setup. Haaland would have to play it on the left. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't see that working overly well. I think there's just more. I just think there's more in the City approach than there is the United approach. That's just my opinion because of Ronaldo. But Ronaldo's only going to be there for a year. But again, it's my opinion. It's just my opinion. It doesn't mean anything. I just think Madrid, City should lead the way, and the one that makes the most sense would be City. But there's always a way to make it work. And if there's a chance that United can sign Haaland, they're gonna look into it. Obviously, I just think putting all that romantic return of Ronaldo makes it difficult to fit in because Haaland is not gonna play on the wings. That's not his strength. That's not what he's good at doing, man. He's a center forward. He's a natural 9 who should be playing by himself up there. And Ronaldo's too old to play on the wing. Is Koundé with a red card be suspended for the next qualifier game, Josh? Yes. I believe so. Correct me if you guys think I'm wrong, but I'm pretty confident that's how it works. If you guys are also just tuning in today, guys, be sure to drop a like on the stream, drop a sub, and if you guys are new around here, be sure to say hello. We just spent a good 10 minutes debating Haaland's future. Had some good inputs and some good points from a United fan here in the chat, which is always nice. Who will win this match? I don't know, man. I think the Dutch are gonna find a way. Netherlands will win or not. If you're looking to put money on it, yeah, I guess. It'll be tough. Norway's playing pretty well. But yeah. Was Jules Koundé, was he playing on the right back? Did he get burnt or something to get that red? Because I don't know what you're doing playing center backs at the right back position when you have options, man. Jules Koundé misses 3 games from a red. Did I miss something? Is that a second offense or is it a horrible challenge? Why is it 3 games, my guy? I mean, usually if you pick up a red card, you miss another game. Sometimes suspensions can go further depending on a hearing or something like that. But yeah, I mean, you play Jules Koundé at a position on a right back, I mean, you're going to get burnt. And I don't know what it is with playing center backs on the fullback positions. It's not ideal, man. Norway for the win, baby. Well, I've liked what I saw from them today. I did. They're going to go to the bench. We need Odegaard to play as a natural 10. And in a 4-2-3-1, playing him as a 10, I think that's probably better for him. I also think it depends on, yeah, it always does. Pogba shares the same agent, and the future's up in the air. Pep also hates Ronaldo, and it was a straight red card. Straight red cards are 3-game suspensions. Very, very interesting. That's a tough L there for Jules Koundé. I don't think he's played too much for France either. So his first little look coming in, it's quite something, man. That's funny. Malta scored again. He's a simp for CB's out of position. It doesn't make any sense though, but Memphis Depay with a decent hit. I've really enjoyed watching Memphis this year. I'm going to watch a lot of Barca just because I find their team fascinating. The fact that they've lost Messi, that they gave away Griezmann, packaged him up with Suarez over the last couple of years, sent them to Atleti. And now they got players like Martin Braithwaite. They got players like Luke de Jong. They were able to bring in Depay, hopefully Dembele and Fati come back. Their team has gotten so much worse. It's hilarious, but it's so appealing because I'm curious to see how they'll do. And I like watching Memphis Depay. I wish Dortmund were able to get that job done. But it is cool today, guys. There's Donyell Malen, our boy, playing out on the left-hand side. Playing in a 4-3-3, which, again, could obviously be played in a 4-2-3-1. And that's probably where you're going to see a lot of him this year. France are screwed with Pavard's injury. Yeah, the right back. I don't know, man. I wouldn't play Benjamin Pavard at a right back. He's horrible there. Pavard is good for Bayern, but bad for France, apart from the 2018 World Cup. Griezmann in the opposite. Trash for Barca, insane for France. Yeah, but Griezmann was unbelievably special for Atletico. I watched Griezmann a lot when he played at Atletico, and Simeone played some ugly football, but Griezmann bought into that system, found a way to just constantly put up goals, put up assists, and was such an important part, and then just couldn't get it done in Barca, man. Nice little run there from Donyell Malen. And I don't know. I'm not that convinced over Benjamin Pavard. I don't think he plays that well for Bayern either. And I don't know. Do you have any Bayern fans chilling in the chat? Because I'm not sold that Pavard can do it at any level for Bayern. He did have a very good World Cup playing at right back in 2018, but everyone in that system really did. Oh, poor effort there from Gini Wijnaldum. I watched Barca for Frankie de Jong, Busquets, Pedri. I played defensive mid. Beautiful position. I was more of a winger. I was more of a winger growing up. Did not have a lot of defensive responsibilities to my game. But I only watched Barca for Dest and Aguero. Yeah, I watched Barca just because their storyline is really interesting. And like I said, I'm curious to see how they'll get on this year. It's quite wild, man. Who do you like to face in the knockout phase of the Champions League? I would love to see Dortmund versus Chelsea, Real, Inter, Barca, maybe Atleti as well. It depends because I have absolutely no idea who we're going to draw against. But I would like to play someone from the group of life. They've got Sevilla, they've got Wolfsburg, they've got Lille, and they got Salzburg. Now, obviously, we can't play Wolfsburg in the quarters or in the round of 16. Your country gets blocked. So, I mean, if Salzburg is able to sneak in there, or even Lille or Sevilla somehow finish second, that's who I'd like to play. I want the easiest challenge in the round of 16 to hopefully ensure that we can make it to the quarters. But I wouldn't mind Inter. I'm not sold that they don't do very well in Europe usually. Besides that one decent Europa League that they got on when they made it to the finals under Conte. But no, I wouldn't want Atleti. I'd maybe take Barca. Griezmann will make Atleti CL contenders. They lost Sal, but they're adding him as good. Adding him is good. I'm curious to see how he'll get back on track. It's a new system. I mean, when he left, Diego Simeone was his 4-4-2 through thick and thin. He's now changed to that back three, that midfield five, and that two strikers. So more than likely, Griezmann will play in the two strikers. He'll most definitely play, which is similar. He played in a two striker setup. But I mean, they could maybe do it to like a 3-4-1-2, and he could play as a floating cam. But I'm excited to watch Griezmann. I can't wait for that first Atletico game with him back. I think he'll just be rejuvenated, man. He was getting booed in that last Barca game, left, right, and center, and it's just embarrassing. He's too good. Oh, there's Donyell Malen. Oh, Donyell. But yeah, I mean, he's just too good of a player to get booed like that. He was on crazy high wages. They sent him on a loan deal with a $40 million deal to buy. Griezmann's one of my favorite players. Griezmann was my second favorite player to Marco Reus. I loved everything about him, and he's been atrocious, really, since he went to Barca. And I'm happy he's going home, man. I really am. Russia and Croatia both currently have 6 points. That'll be a tough one. So whoever wins it could decide who goes to the World Cup. I think I'd probably go for Croatia, for my boy Luka there. He needs to stop playing Pogba as the 8 and let him be more of a creative role. Yeah, Pogba, again, is someone who always performs for France, though. I just think there's so much personnel available to France, and he just continually chooses to go towards these awkward players out of position, man. I don't know. I don't like it. Pavard is okay, but they often use Kimmich at right back, which is embarrassment of riches. I agree. Kimmich is one of the best, if not the best, sixes in the world. He should be playing in the middle. Pavard's been put out on the right. Bouna Sarr's been put out on the right. They got a new youngster in there now. I'm not a big fan of Pavard. I think he's better as a center back. That's just my opinion. Salzburg Dortmund would be interesting. It would, and I'd feel comfortable doing it. I'm pretty sure that we can go head to head with clubs that I mentioned. We thrashed Atleti 4-0 a couple years ago. True, but they're a very different team. Arguably, you could say Atleti is a much better team than they were 4 years ago. I'm not sure how you want to rate Dortmund 3 years ago or whatever it was. I don't know how much we've improved. I don't think we have a system quite yet. Josh, Louis Dubois is CB2. He's on the French as a fullback. Louis Dubois is a fullback. He's exclusively a fullback. He plays as right back for Lyon. He's who I would start at right back. I don't know any names out top of my head right now, but if I was doing a back four for France, I mean, I'd put Louis Dubois at right back. Left back, I mean, If Fernandes healthy, you could put him there. I don't mind Luka D there. He's fine. He's playing today, I believe. I'd actually go Theo Hernandez, man. And I don't even think Theo Hernandez has been looked at. Yeah, Louis Dubois is an excellent shout for right back. And then I'd go Theo Hernandez. I don't know if he's been called up or not. But I really like Theo. I'd put him at left back. But Theo's way too attacking. So, I mean, you could go elsewhere. And then you have embarrassment of riches through the middle. You could go Lucas Hernandez, Varane, Kimpembe, Jules Koundé. Doesn't really matter. Nice little rush there from the Dutch. They're putting a little bit more pressure on. It's nice to see Malen get a little bit more involved, playing over on that left-hand side. But we got 7 of you guys tuning in the chat today. Be sure to drop a like and say hello. Erling Haaland. Oh! Oh, the Norwegians in the chat. The Norwegians in the chat. Oh, Erling Haaland just dung one off the post. It was a really good ball from Odegaard. He's playing a little bit better in the second half now. But that was a really good opportunity. And one more, and over the net. Good spell of play there from Norway. A good ball from Odegaard, finding Erling Haaland. Much better from the middle, Odegaard is. Finding Erling, takes it on the hit. Beautiful. Look at the technique behind this. Doesn't even adjust it. Just hits it with that little bit of curl and just can't get in. Would have been a really nice goal. Come on, lads. We got a couple Norwegians fired right up. It's very close, man. Very, very close. I like Luka Dean at left back in the Euros. He was better defensively and offensively. Yeah, I mean, the issue with Lucas Hernandez playing at left back is that, I mean, one, he can do the job, but he's not a proper left back. I'd go Theo Hernandez, man. I really like watching him for AC Milan. But he's just too attack-oriented for the way that France plays. But, I mean, in my opinion, he deserves it. He's a much better player than Luka Dean. But Luka Dean is a decent player. And I'd probably go for Louis Dubois. Instead of sticking players like Jules Koundé, which is just laughable. Never played right back before. He's a very good center back for Sevilla, and that's where he should play. But we've come so far. You guys have, man. Norway's played very well today. And look at another good ball. Haaland trying to get in behind. But he's been putting De Vrij and Van Dijk behind the 8 ball today with a lot of good runs coming on from Erling Haaland. But here's our boy Malen. Drifting from the left-hand side. I really like seeing it. Finding a way to pick up the ball. I like to see him hold on to it a little bit more. Usually when Memphis is in the team, that's where the ball usually tends to go. You want to make your star player happy. It's how the Dutch play. He's the focal point. He's the false 9. But Memphis can still find opportunities to maybe take defenders with him and maybe lead some opportunities for Malen to get on it. But yeah, I mean, Netherlands have had more of the possession, and honestly though, I think the opportunities have fallen a little bit more kindly. The better opportunities in this match have came to Norway, and specifically Erling Haaland, who could have had a hat-trick already with a couple of his chances. That would have been a poor run, but really well in the end there. I am having a nervous breakdown, I'm not gonna lie. I like it, man. I love the passion when you watch your country play. I get it when I watch Canada and then Dortmund. Those are the two teams, the two games where I watch where my heart is just always in my chest. Watching Dortmund play and watching Canada play. And I got to watch Canada start its World Cup qualifiers tomorrow. And I'm buzzing for it. And probably a bit of a similar layout to the Norwegian team. A lot of firepower up front. Some issues maybe at the back end. Decent midfield as well. But that would have been such a nice goal taken from Haaland if you could have put that one in. But you guys got to agree today. Norwegian fans, Dortmund fans, let me know. How much better is Haaland playing up front as a lone striker? But Norman's coming off and Berg is coming on. Substitution for Norway. I'm having a heart attack watching Fred as my slow defensive midfielder in a back three. That should give you a heart attack. Very surprising that they didn't go for the Sal signing, man. Considering it was a loan deal. Could have brought in. I mean, I know he's not a real defensive midfielder, but I mean, he could probably do a job. I mean, yeah, it's still not the number one answer you want. Nice run there from Malen, but took him down in the end from Memphis. My ideal France 11. Theo, Kimpembe, Varane, Leo. I absolutely agree with all 4 of your defenders. I'm assuming you're going to put Lloris in net. Memphis is doing very well here. Your midfield, Conte, Pogba, you put Tolisso in. You've lost me. And then Griezmann, Mbappe, and Benzema. I agree with your front three. I agree with your back four. I'm assuming you're going to put Lloris in net. Conte, Pogba, 100%. Tolisso, not a chance. I don't rate Tolisso anymore. I'm curious, though. I don't know who else. I'm trying to think of other... I mean, I would start Camavinga over Tolisso. I mean, there's one. But I'm trying to think of who else there is. I mean, arguably I would start Rabiot over Tolisso. But yeah, I mean, it's a very similar. Besides Tolisso, that's pretty much what you want to look at. Benzema's your striker. Griezmann on the right. Mbappe on the left. But yeah, that's a much better team. And it's the biggest thing to the back. I mean, you got Theo Hernandez, who can offer so much offensively. And then you got Louis Dubois, who's a proper fullback. But when will they learn? Already nervous for a game tomorrow. I'm with you, my man. Canada-Honduras, which in my opinion is an important game for a few different reasons. A few different layers is because Honduras is my wild card. I think that they could really pose a threat challenge for the top four. And you don't want to start behind the 8 ball going up against them. But we're at home. We're at home. I think we just went for Ronaldo. Saul is defensive. He'd be good for a season. Yeah, I agree. Berg is underrated. He didn't get a move, did he? Or did he? Who's Berg playing for? Because he was with Sheffield. And I know he was linked to Napoli really, really hard, and he never got that deal, did he? So is Berg still with Sheffield? Because if so, that's a shame. Or did he get a loan deal to a Prem club? I can't remember. I predicted 2-0 Portugal because Ireland lost to Luxembourg 1-0. Oh, man. Rabiot at right back. Camavinga, Lamar. Any of them over Tolisso. Yeah, those are some really, really good shouts for the midfield. I wouldn't put Rabiot at right back, though. I would go Louis Dubois. Rabiot, I could maybe put in the middle. But I wouldn't trust Rabiot at right back. But I mean, he does have some okay attributes similar to Emre Can. Just athletic attributes that can maybe put you in a right back position. But Louis Dubois, you should go for. No way in hell Rabiot was starting over anyone. No, but the shouts that we just got for other options. I mean, Camavinga, the two Monaco boys, I would start either one of them. Even Fofana, who's not in great form right now, but I'd still probably start Fofana over Tolisso. Usama Awa. Yeah. Lamar has been playing as a center mid, attacking-ish center mid for Atleti, so he could be a good option. But yeah, Rabiot or Tolisso, in my opinion, none of them start in a best French starting 11. I just couldn't think of any other names, but those are some really good ones. Canada-Honduras could be the third, fourth game. It could, man. It's a lot on the line because they're direct competition for that third, fourth spot. And I'm really nervous because I don't want to lose at home or drop points at home to our direct rivals in this octagonal. Ronaldo not scoring the penalty really screwed it over Portugal. Berg is still at Sheffield. I'd take him at Man United. Literally, man, he was linked to Napoli so hard, and I can't believe that deal didn't go through. Napoli ended up going for, I believe, the Fulham guy. Can't remember his name. Agrisa or something like that. We're at 69 likes, you dirty boys. Sounded really questionable when I said that out loud, but dirty people. So let's drop a like and pretend I didn't say that. If you guys are just tuning in, drop us a subscription as well, guys. I know there's some new faces today, and I really enjoyed the conversation. A lot of good perspectives of players from fans from Netherlands and Norway particularly, as well as we had a good debate around for the French national team and where Erling Haaland's future is going to go. And some good insights from some of you guys. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in today. It's been a fun conversation. Rabiot, probably a sub. He was good at the Euros. Yeah. I would have put him. I would have put Coleman in the 11, but he's injured too much. Yeah, same can be said for Dembele. Super cheap, 20 mil. I'm liking and unliking it, mate, to make it 69. You dirty man. Dirty man. Come on. Hey, what's up? Just joined. Who is playing better? Honestly, man, it's been a really even match. It's been a really even match. The better chances have gone, in my opinion, to the better chances, in my opinion, by far have gone to Norway. Possession 66 to 34 for the Netherlands, which you probably should expect. But man, they've been hitting on the counter, and Haaland has been making it very, very difficult for the Netherlands. He's been created chances. He's had good opportunities. He probably could have scored 3. Our boy Malen is in, and he's switching in and out with Memphis, which is interesting. They're playing in a 4-3-3. I've seen Memphis drift out to the left and Malen go through the middle and vice versa. It's been nice. It's been nice. 30 boys, Josh from JJD TV, September 1st, 2021. And that's when Josh has been shut down from YouTube. Inappropriate, I know. First time stream for me, enjoying the interaction. I appreciate it, my man. You've been very knowledgeable as well. I've enjoyed having you on. I like when the chat's got some different opinions, because it gets me thinking and it leads to some good debates. The Haaland debate was a good one, as well as honestly the French starting 11, because there's so much talent in that French squad. I mean, we didn't even mention Upamecano or players like that too, but it's honestly downright ridiculous playing Koundé out on right back. He's not a fullback. Malen is on the right, actually. It looked like he was in the middle, but that would make sense too, putting him on the right. The last little bit of play here, it looked like Memphis went over to the left and Malen through the middle. I'll have to take a look. Still kind of looks like that, no? Malen's definitely towards the left right now, but going in the middle. Him and Depay have been going in and out, which is, you see a lot of movement with your front three. Something that you're going to want to see. Hey Josh, how are taxes out there in Ontario? Not great. Not going to lie. What are your predictions for the Germany match? Ooh, Liechtenstein. I'm going to say 4-0 Germany. I desperately hope I'm right. I watch Serie A, Bundesliga, and sometimes the EPL a lot. I support England. So it's nice to know about other nations and nationalities. It is, man. Football is such a beautiful sport. I like following the top 5 leagues around. I follow all the top 5 a lot. I watch a lot more of the Bundesliga due to the channel. I like keeping an eye on La Liga, especially now that TSN got the rights to it. As well as the top 5 leagues are all beautiful to watch in their own specific way. And yeah, I mean, having a channel like this, you get to talk to a lot of fans from a lot of different leagues and a lot of different nationalities as well. Rude Canadians, I know. They're high taxes, what can you do? Portuguese league is good, even though it's 6th. Yep, I like the Turkish league as well, due to a couple Canadians. I like watching Besiktas for my boy Kyle Laren, Atiba Hutchinson. But yeah, Malen's definitely out on the left-hand side now, but he has had a lot of movement. He has had a lot of movement coming in from the left-hand side towards the middle as well. Shots are Portugal 20, Ireland 5. Oh, man. Oh, man. Makes things difficult. Portugal needs to hopefully at least get a point. Nice ball. Out for a corner. Istanbul, we lost to them in the knockout of the group stage of the Champions League last season. I remember that. Portugal bottling it so hard. ESPN Plus tomorrow has got the Sweden-Spain game. I wish I could get ESPN Plus, man. They have everything. Gotta stream games like a child because Canada's ridiculous. I think Ireland has parked the bus. Yeah, I'm thinking so too. Please score me at Netherlands. They got 13-ish to go, man. They got 13-ish to go. It's going to be difficult. Norway's defending well. the chances, a little bit of frustration we just saw there from Memphis. Ooh, I just moved in. Hopefully that doesn't F up the camera at all. I think I'm good. Portugal actually moved above Liga in actually. Find that surprising. Rude Canadians, Canada's taxes both enjoy getting high. Oh, okay. I don't smoke the Mary Jane or the electric lettuce. Come on. It's TSN owned by ESPN. Why don't we have TSN? Why don't they have TSN Plus? I don't know. If they do have TSN. I mean, there is like an exclusive like benefits of getting something along the lines of a TSN Plus. I can't remember what it's called, but it's more towards hockey than it is towards actually getting football, which is a shame. Who do you want to win? I don't know. Probably Netherlands, just because. Sorry to my Norwegians. I mean, I don't have a huge preference, but I don't know. I don't really want to see Netherlands miss out on another World Cup. I think that they're too good. They've had some misery missing out on a Euro and then a World Cup. The UEFA website, I just clicked it. It has that Liga is 5th. I haven't heard Liga NOS pass Liga. I'd be surprised if that was the case. But some of you guys are telling me that Liga NOS has gone up. So I don't know. Let me know. Because, I mean, like Liga NOS is a good league, but I don't know. I haven't heard a single thing about Liga falling out of the top 5. I feel like that'd be bigger news. There's a blizzard in Ontario, and it's hit Josh. Well, it's September 1st, man. Say goodbye to all the nice weather that Canada has saw. The Netherlands missing out on another World Cup would be depressing. Yeah, I agree. So, I mean, I guess I would say I'd like to see Netherlands win for that reason. It'd be a shame, especially because they just had some misery. I want to see Depay, Malen, Van Dijk. I want to see them at a World Cup. They deserve to be there. And then in this group, though, I would like to see, just so my Norwegians watching know, I do want to see Norway finish 2nd. So I'd like to see Turkey fall out. Sorry to the Turks. But it's because of my boy Haaland. Yeah, it says that Liga NOS is just above. Well, good for them. It's been the top 5 has been pretty steady for a long time now. My predicted lineup against Leverkusen, it's a 3-4-1-2, and if it doesn't work, put Hazard in a 4-2-3-1. Or do you think that we should use a 4-2-3-1 from the start? I mean, what I think is be different. What I'm confident will happen is a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-1-2-1-2. I don't think that Marco Rose will go into a back 3 quite yet. I do think there's gonna be a good option that he may, from looking at this game in particular, seeing Malen being out on the left, Haaland through the middle. I do think he'll go for a 4-2-3-1, but it's a similar 4-2-3-1 that can be at a 4-1-2-1-2. So it's the same back 4. It's Kobel, it's Meunier, it's probably a Kanji, Hummels, Guerrero. That back 4 will be the same. Your midfield would be Witsel, Dahoud, Witsel Bellingham, or Dahoud Bellingham, whichever two you want to do it, with Gio, Royce, Malen, Haaland, and that formation can also be a 4-2-3-1. So Gio would be an 8 in a 4-1-2-1-2, and then he'd be a 10. Royce would go up to the wing, or a 10 in a 4-1-2-1-2. Malen would play as a striker or out on a wing, and then of course up front would be Haaland in a 2-striker or a 1-striker. So that's a formation I think we're going to go with. So that way he can play 2 different systems, and it's the probable one. Okay, country coefficient says that England is 1st, La Liga is 2nd, Serie A is 3rd, Bundesliga is 4th, and very interesting. Now, do countries have any effect on that? Because I can't remember how exactly it works. I thought somehow it sometimes takes how your country does, but I could be wrong. The underperforming are the Netherlands, Portugal, and France. Yep. Yeah, the Dutch haven't been very good today. The best chances in today's match have come specifically from Erling Haaland for Norway. And like I said, he could have had a hat-trick. He got very unlucky with a post, and he had a finish that he probably wishes he could have done better. What is your prediction for the Germany match? 4-0 for Germany. You know, why not? Can away score? Germany is kind of underperforming too. They are. They're definitely underperforming. I absolutely agree with you there. I do think going up against this next match, though, there should be a good opportunity that they win. It may be like a 2-0 game, a little bit uglier, but they should grab all 3 points nonetheless. Frankie de Jong with a poor ball. But yeah, Hansi Flick coming in, I think, will be a breath of fresh air, man. I really do. Malen, that's poor. That's poor. Who do you think will score next? I think it looking like it's going to end in a 1-1 draw. However, if someone is to score next, I'm guessing the Netherlands. They just have so much possession. But it depends, man. If the Netherlands push a little too much bodies forward, like I said, the best chances have come towards Norway. So if Haaland goes up a little bit too much, there could be a good chance that Haaland gets hit through on the break. I don't know. It could be wide open, but I'm gonna guess it's gonna end in a draw. But I don't know. Let me know. You guys think someone can pull off 3 points here? Or do you think it's going to head towards a 1-1 draw? Russia and Croatia still 0-0. I feel like that would be that would be a tough game. Ukraine scored in the 2nd minute. Yeah, a really disappointing result for Ukraine. Shevchenko isn't there either. Good little ball there for Donyell. Malen was able to get a header on it, but nothing more. It'd be a bit of a disappointing result for the Netherlands if they're not able to get the 3 points here. I mean, they are away and they didn't lose, which is something, I guess, positive to take away. But all in all, I don't know. They know how important it is to qualify for the World Cup. They can't afford not to do it two times in a row. I am from Bangladesh. Well, welcome, my man. Or Misty. Probably a lady. But welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. We have a nice Bangladesh community here. Croatia still seems like it's a tough team despite its overachievements in 2018. Yeah, there's a lot of talent in Croatia. They were poor since Mandzukic and a few of them walked away from the team after the 2018 World Cup. Not the strongest Euros, but there's still a lot of talent there, man. I mean, Kramaric is someone who I get to watch a lot in the Bundesliga. Really, really talented guy. He can play down in the 10. He can play as a striker. He's got 4 assists this year, which is pretty impressive. The hat-trick of assists he picked up in a game. He also scored 4 in a game against Dortmund, which was frankly quite annoying. Did you say Dortmund team might be Kobel, Guerrero, Hummels, Akanji, Meunier, Bellingham, Reina, De Hood, Royce, Haaland, Malen in front? Yes, it would be De Hood at the 6 though. Bellingham at the 8, a little bit more defensively, and then Gio as an 8, and then Royce as your 10, Haaland and Malen up front, and that same team, and it could be Witsel instead of De Hood at the 6, but that same team could switch to a 4-2-3-1. So it would be De Hood / Witsel, whichever one you want to pick, alongside Bellingham as your 2 CDMs. It would be Gio at your 10. Royce would then go out to the wing with Malen, and Haaland would be the striker. That is the next starting 11 for Dortmund I'm predicting, because I do think there's a chance he could play a 4-1-2-1-2, but I'm hoping it'll be a 4-2-3-1. But I don't think he'll go to a back 3 yet. He hasn't tested it out once, and I don't think it's ideal to go against Leverkusen with it. Yo, you say Ronaldo slapped the other player? Did Ronaldo slap someone? Because that's hilarious if so. He gets very frustrated. Especially, I mean, knowing Ronaldo, man, he's livid right now. You miss a penalty shot. Oh, Memphis Depay, that was gross. And then an awful effort. Okay, so Bellingham as the pivot and De Hood at the 6. That's interesting. I usually just watch Bayern play. That's what we have been doing. If Witsel, like the last few games, Witzel's been playing as the center back. So our 2 defensive players-ish has been De Hood, who is the true 6, and De Hood can play a 6. I see him more as an 8, a little bit further up the pitch at his best. His best would be in a 3-man midfield with Witsel at the 6, and then your 2 CMs is Bellingham and De Hood. Both are very good at the pressing game, winning the ball back, and honestly just driving the play. But yeah, it would be exactly that. He missed his own penalty. What do you think about the return of Louis van Gaal? I think it's the safest thing that the Dutch could have done. It's not a long-term result. I think they're just praying Van Gaal gets them into the World Cup. I don't know. It's not something. It almost looked like a step back, but at the same time, Frank de Boer is a terrible manager. So, I mean, I don't know. And do we have anyone watching from the Netherlands? Any Dutch supporters? What do you guys think about the Louis van Gaal? Considering you went from Frank de Boer, it's a win. And Louis van Gaal is probably expected to come in here, bring his experience, get them to the World Cup, and that's all it is. But I don't know. I just feel like he's been out of management for 5 years. He's 70 years old. You couldn't have found someone better. But then, like I said, you're going from De Boer. So who am I to judge? Josh, you should watch Fred play for Brazil with Casemiro or at Shakhtar. And then compare them to how he plays at Man United. Touche. Fred was very good at Shakhtar. It's why United spent 57 mil, whatever it was, to pick him up. Most games are going into extra time now. Yep, we're there. And it's looking like this one's going to end in a draw. Oh, good chance there. But if you guys are just tuning in, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub on the channel. A lot of good faces today, new faces, and be sure to say hello in the chat, especially if you're a Dutch supporter. I'm curious to see what your guys' opinions are on Louis van Gaal. In football standards, touch the fucking punch. Did you watch Pongasic play today? I don't know if I got his name right. I liked his performance, even though it was against a low-tier club. Yeah, I watched bits and pieces of the game today. I was busy doing some stuff, but it was on YouTube, so I just kept tossing it on. It's also a charity match against a 6th-tier team, so I just didn't want to take too much from it. But it sounds like it was a good performance from him, Renier, and Brandt. I had Van Gaal at United. He is good, just wasn't the right fit for us. I think that he was the best option apart from Ten Hag. It's fair. De Boer was worse than Del Bosque, yeah. Yeah, man. Oh. It's tough. Van Gaal did well for the Netherlands. He did. He absolutely did. It's why he earned a job. It's just he's been out for 5 years now. His last job for United ended in 2016. Football has changed. He's an old school kind of manager. Did Ronaldo score 1-1? And it was Ronaldo, man. He made up for it. He's now the most scored international goals of all time. And that deserves an applaudance, no matter if you're a fan of Ronaldo or not. He just broke an unbelievably impressive record. The most international goals ever scored in the men's, because Christine St. Clair, Canadian, has got the all-time record. But, I mean, you can't really compare the women's to the men's. Different, obviously, but no, what Ronaldo just did is incredible. A lot of people didn't think the record would ever be broken. So, I mean, guys, if you like him or hate him, it doesn't matter. Drop a W in the chat. Because that's a huge, huge W for Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's such an impressive record to break. And taking nothing away from the other one. But I just think that coming from Portugal, coming from Ronaldo, it is a more impressive record. The fact that Ronaldo is the main man who's got it now. But the Netherlands game is winding to a close. And it's looking like a stubborn draw is all the Dutch are going to be able to get. 110 goals for Portugal is insane, man. He deserves a round of applause. Incredible player. L, just kidding. W. It is, man. It is. It's such an impressive. Not only did he do it for United, and then he went and did it for Madrid. And you know what? He had an unbelievable goal scoring record for Juve. But he did it at the national level where he loves to play. He brought home a Euro. And he's got 110 goals for Portugal, which is just downright ridiculous. Turkey are drawing. That's a big... I didn't know that the Turkish game was in a draw, man. That's wild. Are you going to watch all the games tomorrow or just the Canada game? I'm going to watch for sure. I'm going to do a watch-along of the Canada game, and then I will watch the US game after, but I won't be live streaming it. I was debating whether to do a watch-along of the Germany game, But I don't know if I feel like doing 2 watch-alongs. I'm really hyped up for the really hyped up for the Canada game tomorrow. But hopefully we'll see a lot of you guys there. Any CONCACAF fans, any Canadians out there, US fans as well. We'll be doing a watch along tomorrow on the Canada game. Maybe Germany game, but I'm doubting it. It seems like there's a lot of action coming in towards the end of the game. So we'll do a quick recap once this game is over to see how the other matches have ended. Because this one has just wrapped up, and it is a 1-1 draw. And that's all she wrote, guys. That is all she wrote. Both are good. Messi's more talented naturally. Ronaldo's a harder worker. I think that's fair. We got Alfonso, baby. He's a Bayern man, which, you know, breaks my heart a little bit, but he's also my guy. But that's it, man. Let's go take a look over to the other games of the day. Let's go take a look at the other games of the day before this ends. And if you guys are just tuning in, be sure to drop a like and drop a sub one last time as we close up this stream. But we're just going to do a quick little look. Quick little look at the other games around today, as Luxembourg, it looks like they did win full time. Luxembourg got a big win. Portugal tied it late. It was Ronaldo, of course it was. Be crazy if they were to turn that around. What does that mean for the table? So Ronaldo and Portugal are sitting top of the table with still 8 points. Serbia's got a chance, though, to jump that. France drew today, which is really poor from them. They're 2-2-0, but still have a decent lead. Finland's got an opportunity to jump up there. Austria did get a goal, which is important for them. Sitting in 3rd place. Israel's got 4. Denmark's been cleaning up. Montenegro, man. Good for them. Made things a lot more interesting in this group. Big points dropped for Turkey. So they're at 8. And Netherlands and Norway, man, what a close group. That's wild. Even Latvia is somewhat in it. That is massive. And finally, Croatia and the Russia game ended. Very interesting, guys. Very interesting. So a cool little game today. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Some very interesting games to make this World Cup qualifiers very interesting. But we will be back tomorrow. Maybe for the Germany watch-along, depending how I'm feeling, but definitely for the Canadian watch-along. So I appreciate everyone tuning in today. It was a really fun watch-along. Got a lot of new faces. And one final time before I say goodbye, drop a like on your way out. Drop a sub. Join the growing community we have here. And hopefully we'll see a lot of you guys tomorrow. Take care, friends.